talk about positioning ourselves, often we make the mistake you need to be an extrovert to successfully position yourself. That's total bullshit. Beautiful lady, welcome to a new episode of the podcast show for female leaders. Today I'm going to talk about being an introvert. Being an introvert, that's kind of could also be a judgment, but when you know or you have the feeling you're leaning more towards introvert compared to leaning towards extrovert, then this is your episode. Also, if you're extrovert, there is a lot of things to learn. Okay, when we talk about positioning ourselves, often we make the mistake, I believe we make the mistake that you need to be an extrovert to successfully position yourself, or you need to be assertive. And I think that's, say it the way it is, that's total bullshit. The only thing you need to do when you want to successfully position yourself so no one can ignore you anymore is be yourself. Whether you're an extrovert, introvert, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you look, how you are, what you do. Be yourself. Well, that's a big thing to say, but let's just stick to the one that we often believe you need to be an extrovert to successfully position yourself. Look, you don't need to, and now I'm not saying that if you're an extrovert, you're constantly talking, but it's for extroverts usually more easy to step out, or it's more easy to be surrounded by people. It's more easy to seek for contact with other people. I consider myself introvert, and I love being by myself. I really need time on my own. I also know people, I have friends who constantly want to be surrounded by people. It would make me crazy. For me, there is only 2 times a week that I am alone in the house. I have my office in my home. And there is only 2 moments where the kids are at school and my husband is working in the office, not at home. And I love those moments. You know, I'm also fine. I have my own space. We all have our own space in the house. We have that luxury. And yet, when the house is empty, you find me dancing on the table. You know what I mean? Well, it doesn't matter if you know what I mean. Now, if often when you're I don't know if you ever got the advice to make yourself more visible, to position yourself, or to well, if you say that to an introvert person, can be very annoying, because that's not what you seek for. That's not what you genuinely seek for. Now, there is this explanation which it's helpful for yourself, but it's also very helpful to explain to others. For example, to connect with people, we also often believe that to connect to people, you have to surround yourself by people, you have to go to every after-work party, you have to join lunch, you have to constantly be around people. But connection is not in the quantity, connection is in the quality, and connection is not something you talk about or you say you do. Connection is something you do. And then you experience a connection with somebody. Now, if then still you recognize yourself getting the comment to show up more often or to connect more often, and you truly do not feel like, and you have your own ways to connect with people, which is not again in the quantity but in the quality, more in the quality, then this is an explanation you could use very well. I start with the extrovert person. If you have a bag of marbles, let's say an extrovert has a bag with 10 marbles. Every time an extrovert talks, connects, is in contact with somebody, a marble is added to the bag. An extra marble is added every time. So if you're in a meeting with 20 people, My G, I wanted to say something else, but OMG, your bag of marbles is growing really fast, because that's where you get your energy from. On the other side, if you're an introvert and you have a bag of 10 marbles, every time you meet somebody, you're in contact with somebody, you had a meeting with someone, in whatever situation it is, one marble has been taken out of the bag. And then at a certain point, you don't have any more marbles. So it's kind of your energy. And it's not that, of course, one person is, well, you have people that if you have 10 marbles, even though you're an extrovert, if you meet these people, you lose all your marbles at once. But this is a way to explain to others who don't understand how it is, how people surrounded by people is for an introvert person. It's a very easy way to explain, and also to make somebody maybe shut up, keep on saying the same thing, because. And I, of course, don't get me wrong, I believe you should position yourself, you should connect to people, you should do all these things. But it doesn't mean that you have to talk to 25 people every freaking day. Of course not. Of course not. You do it consciously. Well, there is a whole program, a 6 months program I do to make yourself comfort, to make yourself position yourself with ease and joy, and of course, result and success, effortless. So, but this is a very easy way to either explain to others, and also to be more self-aware how it is for you, because also for me, being an extrovert, I'm a member of Toastmasters, origin Americans all over the world. If you want to be more comfortable with public speaking, doing trainings, being on stage. I'm based in the Netherlands, so I've joined a club in my neighborhood, a Dutch club, for 5 years, and now I just moved towards an English club in Utrecht, if you maybe know that city in Holland. And there's 30 members, so on average, it's like 20 people attending on an evening, every 2 weeks. And it gives me a lot of energy to be there, to meet people from all over the world, to practice the way I speak English, to improve my English, my vocabulary, etc. And of course, practice public speaking. But when I come home, it's not that my energy is all down the drain, but I really need to. I cannot sleep. If I'm at home at 11 p.m. I cannot sleep. So I really need to adjust, because I just gave away a lot of marbles, of course, unconsciously. But yeah, I need to catch up. I need to slow down and be quiet, and then I can go to sleep. Otherwise, there is no point. All night I sleep very restless. So again, if you recognize either yourself being an introvert, this is what happens. This is the biggest difference between being an introvert, being an extrovert. Does being an introvert mean that you always keep your mouth shut when you should actually say something? No, of course not. I don't think being an introvert or extrovert says anything how assertive, and I'm using this word, but while I'm saying it, I'm not really sure if this is the word, but I will find out later, and then I will correct myself in a next episode if necessary. But anyway, it's not that you're more shy or whatever. No, it's about being surrounded by people, and what does that to you. And the marble story is a great story, either for yourself to get to know more about yourself, or to explain to others. And if it annoys you, makes them stop pushing you to be more outstanding on the other side, if there is a kind of an in Holland we say a red wire. If you heard it from multiple people, of course, still it's an opinion from somebody else, through somebody else a view on life. But you can, of course, also question yourself. If so many people told me that I should be more outspoken, or maybe share more of my results, share with people the impact I've done, my way of handling things, then you could also consider it might be the thing where your potential to growth is. So that's something else. But you don't have to, only if you believe there is potential in there. There is an opportunity in there. That's it. Okay, thank you for listening. Good luck with your marble story if you're planning on using it. And thank you very, very, very much for listening.